Hello everyone, my name is Barkha and I am a professional maternity and a newborn photographer based out of Delhi, India. So for today's session, I'm going to talk to you about how to set up a successful maternity photography business and really thrive. I would talk to you about the bare essential items needed to start a studio. I would also tell you how I started my business and how I created two very successful studios in the heart of India, which is Delhi. Also, there is a little precursor to this course. For that, you have to answer a question. So tell me, whenever you really want to go all in into your business, or maybe you want to expand your studio, or you would just want to get full time into maternity and newborn photography, do you have this constant chatter in your mind which tells you five reasons why I would not succeed, or maybe I should take some time, maybe polish my skill a little more and then go all in into this? If that happens with you, A, you're perfectly normal. B, I just want you to tune that frequency to a positive channel which says, yes, my lady, you can do whatever you wish to. And I really live by this quote in here. Can you see this? It says, anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. Have you? Okay, so that was just a little precursor to the course. Let's get started with the session. So the entire session would be comprised of 5 different parts. Let's start with the first and the foremost important thing, which is, why are you doing what you are doing? Why do you really want to get into newborn and maternity photography? Is it that photography interests you? Or maybe you love photographing women and children? Or you just want to spend more time with your kids? Or you're not happy with your current job? It could be anything. It could be any reason. It is your why. No one can tell you if it is right or wrong. If it is your story, then it is your story. Experts say that if you know the reason behind why you are doing what you are doing, the chances of success increase fivefold. So you really need to tell me, why do you want to get into this business so badly? So let me tell you why this thing really means important to me. Let me take you little back in time, and this all started with my childhood. So I was born and brought up in a middle class family, raised in a nuclear family, and my grandmom stayed with me. While growing up, my dad used to click hundreds of pictures of me growing up. Back in the days, we used to have those film cameras, and I have hundreds of my pictures growing up, and that's how I could relive all my childhood memories. Sadly, I lost my dad when I was just 9, but he still lives with us. He still is there in our hearts through his pictures, and I really love that. I could feel him near me. And post my dad, my mom and my grandmom had great difficulty raising me, but then they raised me into a strong and an independent woman. And that was a nerve-wracking experience for me that truly unleashed the potential which women can have. And till date, I draw that strength from those two women and every woman I meet throughout the way. I respect each of my client and I respect every woman I meet. And you could see that in my pictures. My pictures portray women to be strong, to be independent, to be loving. They love their children like anything. And I always say pictures do speak. You just need to listen to them. And that's what my pictures portray. I feel that a mom can give anything for their children, for her children. But if need be, she can take on the entire world. So that's where, and I had uh, that feeling within me was so strong, and I just found that being in this profession, being able to photograph women who are expecting, there could be no other medium to express what I really feel. And you could see all those emotions in these pictures. She looks strong, she looks confident, she has that love for her baby, but she also has the strength to take on anything. And this profession which I am in gives me the true liberty of to express what women really are, to express what I feel about women. And there could be no other medium than maternity and newborn photography. And that's the reason why I chose to be in this genre. So tell me, what is your why? And mark my words, you are going to be 5 times more successful if you know the why. Coming on to the second point, dream big but start small. Yes, I'm asking you to dream about that 2000 square foot studio, about that luxury maternity collection for your clients, and about all those beautiful props from all across the world to woo your tiny little clients. However, what I am asking you to do is take small steps at a time. Take tiny little steps to reach your dream, your goal. Every photographer who has started, every person who's successful out there, and if you would talk to them, they would tell you that yes, it took them a lot of effort. Everyone took baby steps towards building what they have today. When I started off, I used to work on weekends. As in, I had a full time job, but I used to do photography on weekends. It was more of a pilot project for me. I learned and I practiced. That's what I did. And that worked for me. Probably it won't work for you. You would have a different path. I'm not saying that if that worked for me, that is going to work for you as well. It's our story. We need to identify what works for me and do that. So here is what you need to do. One, fundamentals. There is no alternate to that. You really need to get a strong hold on fundamentals. Get a photography course. There are so many photographers out there who offer a basic fundamental course. Even there is one on my website as well. You could go and check that out. Second, get a good and a strong portfolio. Third, start with a model call and slowly work towards getting your first paid client. Or if you have already reached that stage, then probably you need to do more and more to build that portfolio. And to get that, you really do not need to spend $1,000 a month to rent out that beautiful studio space. You can actually start from your home. When I started from a home studio, and my clients loved it. uh, I also had that initial hiccups, that what would my clients think? Do I not have enough clients or enough money to rent out a commercial space? I also had all those hiccups. But trust me, that's that negative chatter which we need to turn off. Just tune that frequency to another channel. Clients actually love getting shot at the comfort of your home. And when and build from a small studio setup. Get just the bare essential items. Say for example, it could be the seamless paper rolls. I am a huge fan of the seamless paper. Start with the 9 feet rolls, probably maybe just one color. It could be a charcoal gray, as in I started with a charcoal gray. Then have your camera, a light, an octobox. Octobox is something, the bigger the better. I use the Godox and Electrum lights. I have both. But you could have Alien Bee or Einstein, whatever is available to you easily. And what else? You would need a trigger, of course, with the lights, the camera, the light stand to put the backdrop rolls on. And that's it. Maybe a few dresses to start with. So I remember I just started with one dress. That's what I had back then. And today, probably I would have around uh, maybe 30, 40 odd dresses for my maternity clients. And here's the interesting thing. So in the second part to my session, which might be airing very soon. So in that session, I really would tell you how I create beautiful dresses just using fabrics. So voila, you do not even need to spend hundreds of dollars to get that amazing dress. I'm going to teach that to you as well. Okay, so start small, but build onto your fundamentals. And then in the last, practice. There is no precursor to that. You just need to practice, my friends. Coming on to the third point, invest in education. Yes, you need to invest in props, but invest in the right education. Become a progressive business. If you could spend a good amount of money learning from a very good photographer, you would save yourself 6 months to the runway. And what could be better? There is nothing more precious than time. There is nothing more expensive than time to market. And that photographer might have learned from all the difficulties she or he would have faced throughout the way, and the person is willing to teach to you. Then why would you not learn? Please, guys, please, you got to learn. There are so many free resources out there. There are so many paid ones as well. Whatever suits you, you need to learn. And second, when I say become a progressive business, I really mean to say you need to see what's going out in the market. You need to, yes, be abreast of the competition, but while saying that, I'm not saying that keep stalking your competition throughout. That is something which pulls you down. That is something which tells you probably you are not good enough. You did not do that. So let me put it this way, you are really amazing and you need to become the best version of yourself. So all you need to do is become the best version of yourself. You are already amazing. You just need to become the best version of yourself. You could not be someone else. You are you. So each day, ask yourself, am I doing enough to improve 1% of what I was yesterday? And if the answer is yes, then you're on the right way. Coming on to point number 4, which is the road blocked? Don't fuss, just reroute. Tell me, have you used maps in your cell phones? Maybe Google Maps or Apple Maps? I'm sure you would have used. And say there is this party which your friend has hosted and you are on your way. So there is this route which is A to B. You are somewhere here in between and there's a roadblock in there. What do? Do you just stay there? Or probably you just ask Google, is there another reroute to that place? That route might be a little longer or might be something else, but you do that, right? You eventually reach your destination. You are not stuck here. That's the point, my friends. That is what I am trying to say. If the road is blocked, don't stay there. If a particular style is not working for you, don't stay there. Just move on, just experiment something new. If you are working with lights, probably that isn't working for you. Probably just have that inquisitiveness to try something new, or just don't have yourself blocked at that path. We cannot, it's a fast paced world. We cannot afford to slow down. Even if we slow down, that is fine. We cannot afford to stop, right? So next time, whenever you incur a roadblock, remember, reroute. Coming on to point number 5, which is stay hungry and don't be afraid to experiment. Right, guys, stay hungry to learn, grab knowledge wherever it is possible, and experiment, try new things, have a model call, get in your friend to pose for you, or maybe, just put your camera on a tripod and a self timer and practice it yourself. I used to practice for hours together. I still do. Yes, I still practice my poses. I still practice the looks which I want to create for my clients. And all the times it won't be successful. You probably would take 100 shots, or maybe one or two would turn out to be the way you want them to be, and if they do, then analyze them, that what went right and what went wrong, and then move ahead. Don't fuss over one point. So always experiment. Don't be afraid to fail. Be like that little kid who's just 9 months of age and who has just started walking tiny steps. He or she would fall, but would that stop the kid from moving forward, or would uh, it occur to that baby that probably this is not a good idea to walk? Of course, we need to walk. That's what we are supposed to do, right? So before signing off from today's session, I have three really important points for you. One, I've received hundreds of requests from you all asking if I do mentor other photographers. Back in time, I did not, but then trust me, I could not say no. And I have some mentoring offerings which are available on my website. The address is in here. You can just go to www.memoriesbybarkha.com and you would find all the details. You could email me, or you could find me on Instagram by my hashtag Memories by Barkha. Do follow me, and I would love to see your work as well. Point number 2, don't miss the upcoming sessions which I have lined up. One session would be getting creative. How do we create those amazing maternity looks using very inexpensive dresses or fabrics? I would teach you that. And the another session would be how do I edit my maternity pictures? That was really requested last time, so I'm doing that for you. And third, I really want to, so there is this Hindi song which I want to share with you. This song is something I'm sure it would be really difficult for a lot of you to understand the lyrics, but you would get the sense of the song and the rhythm as I play it. So in this song, the entire meaning of this song is let the girl dance, let her play, let her unleash her true potential. Why is she in a veil? She cannot be in a veil. And why is the world stopping her? Okay? And let her groove, let her dance. So I am going to play that real quick and we all are going to groove.
ओ मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों हाँ क्यों हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नो मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों हाँ दुनिया क्यों है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीत दे कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ झुमके कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे सारे फिक्रां नू छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नू नचने दे